The Thinking Atheist presents the story of creation according to the Bible. The biblical account of how the world began is simply amazing. About 6,000 years ago, God created the heavens and the earth. He also made the stars, but you couldn't see them because their light would take millions of years to reach the earth, so the sky was pretty much black. Then, just because he could, God made his brand new earth appear to be 4 billion years old, and he apparently thought it would be a gas to create dinosaurs, kill them, and bury their bones across the continents to confuse future archaeologists. Then, God said, "Let there be light." Some Bible verses later, he conjured up the sun, which seems redundant if he already had light. Besides, the sun is a star, and oh, never mind. What this tells us is that God, who has no beginning, was previously operating in complete darkness. Poor fellow was probably feeling his way around the pre-cosmos with his hands outstretched, pawing for light switches and trying desperately not to trip over the dog. For this reason, we can be certain that God was in a very irritable mood when he created man. Our first clue, man was created to be naked. In the bushes. Those of us with specific male plumbing shudder at the thought of Adam hiking in the brush with his loins unprotected. Everything would become a potential source of scratches, flesh wounds, and rashes. Shrubs, tree limbs, sharp boulders, hungry locusts, and harmful UV rays emanating from a freshly created sun. God then snatched a rib from Adam's body to create a companion, woman, who was also naked. Unfortunately, Adam was rarely able to enjoy her curvy voluptuousness because he was in serious pain from losing the rib, and he had a terrible sunburn on his hoo-hoo. Then, God created the birds. No, wait, the birds came before Adam, and God created the other animals. No, wait, the animals came before Adam, and God was pleased. No, wait, God was not pleased. It's all very confusing, made even more so by God's decision to place a forbidden object smack dab in the middle of the Garden of Eden Wildlife Preserve and Petting Zoo that he'd just created. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil was the ultimate taunt for the naive and innocent humans, and even more proof that God must have woken up in a snit that morning. Enter Satan. Satan was perfectly created by God, which explains why Satan manifested attributes like jealousy, anger, and hatred. And God banished him to the very place where God wanted absolutely no jealousy, anger, and hatred. This is not unlike locking a rabid dog inside a nursery. Not good. Eve, feeling neglected, was then tempted by Satan in the form of a talking snake. Chicks always fall for the bad boys.
Yum.
And ultimately, two naked, innocent humans made a single mistake, prompted by a reptilian apple salesman. And billions of their descendants were sentenced to a life of sickness, disease, crime, pain, confusion, physical death, and the threat of eternal torture in a fiery hell. Yes, this is the biblical account of creation that is believed and celebrated by millions around the world. Let's hope God doesn't create anything else until his mood clears.